All that and more. So let's get to it. How low can you go? TSLA is down in the pre-market almost 8%. Currently sitting at about 191.50. It would appear I'm picking up a few more shares this morning. You know my motto, I buy on red days. Elon Musk's FSD update, Uber ties up with Tesla rival, Lucid readying for Gravity launch, and more. Biggest EV stories of the week. Electric vehicle stocks came under selling pressure in the week ended August 2nd amid the broader market meltdown, even as most smaller names prepare to unveil their quarterly numbers. Here's a rundown on what happened in the EV space during the week. Shares of Tesla declined over 5% over the week, with part of the weakness stemming from the uncertain near-term outlook denting investor confidence. That said, the company had some good tidings this week as it reported robust sales in China, one of its key markets. Well, that's an understatement. Data released by the China Passenger Car Association showed that Tesla sold 74,117 made-in-China EVs in July. Congrats to the Tesla China team. Tesla techno king Elon Musk had good news on the full self-driving technology. We have a clear path to doubling average miles between interventions in August. Methinks they found a breakthrough in some of those other versions of the FSD software. Could they be talking about 12.69? BYD strikes pact with Uber. Ride-hailing company Uber and Chinese EV maker BYD announced a multi-year strategic partnership to bring 100,000 new BYD vehicles onto the Uber platform across key global markets starting with Europe and Latin America. We'll see how long that lasts. My dad always said if you want something done right, you need to do it yourself. Lucid shares Gravity production update. Luxury EV maker Lucid CEO Peter Rawlinson shares a video of the rollout of the first pre-production Gravity EV from the Arizona factory. I feel so honored to have just driven the very first pre-production Lucid Gravity fresh off the production line at our Arizona factory. Lucid Gravity moves another step closer to customers' hands. In case you've forgotten, the Gravity is a SUV with a projected range of up to 440 miles. Expected to launch in late 2024 and is priced under $80,000. Ford's EV sales perk up. Legacy automaker Ford reported EV sales of 8,242 for July, up 31% from a year ago. That is to be expected. I mean, you start with very little and you start increasing production. I mean, it should go up. Pure play EV sales rose 31%, but it trailed the 47% sales growth recorded for hybrids. Hybrids are the natural stepping stone for consumers to go to battery electric vehicles. I did it myself back in 2016. While selling hybrids is good right now, just know that there is no future in that business model. There is no going back to the pump once you've cut the cord, if you know what I mean. Ford's ICE sales, meanwhile, fell 5%, dragging the overall growth to a negative 0.2%. Yes, this falling of the ICE sales, that is going to continue. Off a cliff. And that's the EV news last week today. Meanwhile, Panda is gobbling up software updates like there's no tomorrow. Our AI student driver has indeed received another update. But before we can get to that, we still have to log our evening drive take 2 with our AI student driver FSD Supervised 12.5.1. If you recall, take 1 wasn't perfect, but it was pretty damn good. Exiting off of Willcrest, did wonderfully with the impromptu 4-way stop, just had some minor trouble with the last 100 feet. Is our AI student driver up to the task of perfection? With the lights working, this is no longer an impromptu four-way stop. Our AI student driver does exactly what's needed. This is both good and bad, as we will not get to see the progress of our AI student driver in this manner. But you can't knock the world working the way it's supposed to.
Small town, on dirt roads I'd spend my nights, drinking, shining, raising hell, running from the lights. And every cop, they knew my name from the first day I was born. Angels on my shoulders, but the devil had me torn. Now it's smoke and fire and gunshots, and there's whiskey on my breath. I've had many talks with Jesus, turns out I'm not scared of death. But if my days are numbered, well, there ain't no need to cry. 'Cause heroes get remembered, baby, but legends never die. Now, some men, they love one woman, but I try to love them all. The higher that you climb up, baby, the further that you fall. I was running out the back door, I left no stone unturned. With hands of steel, I played with flames and never did get burned. Now it's smoke and fire and gunshots, and there's whiskey on my breath. I've had many talks with Jesus, turns out I'm not scared of death. But if my days are numbered, well, there ain't no need to cry. 'Cause heroes get remembered, baby, but legends never die. Some say death is the beginning, some say you only live one life. That old man at the pearly gates is gonna be surprised. I'll get there twisted up and broken, breathing fire, and I'll be token. Shifting gears, hell, I ain't scared. Dope pipes and they'll be smoking. Now it's smoke and fire and gunshots, and there's whiskey on my breath. I've had many talks with Jesus, turns out I'm not scared of death. But if my days are numbered, well, there ain't no.
Now our AI student driver couldn't find a way to get onto I-10, at least none that it was comfortable with. Traffic isn't horrible, but I guess I am on the average setting. If I switched it to assertive, maybe it would have inserted itself there, I'm not sure. Either way, it's no big deal. We can always try at the next merge.
Need to cry. 'Cause heroes get remembered, baby, but legends never die. Heroes get remembered, but legends
There we go.
never die. gypsy soul. I'm a rebel and rogue, and I'm always on the run. With a fire inside, I ain't ever gonna die. I'm a locked and loaded gun. When the matches strike and the gasoline lights, it's only just begun. One thing I learned is you could watch it all burn, but the flame ain't ever done. Raise 'em up a little higher, your lighters.
Oh, the coast was clear. And our AI student driver fails to exit off of I-10 via the Wilcrest exit, when it did so wonderfully in take one. I'm curious to how Fsd Supervised 12.5.1.1 will do, but something tells me this won't be completely remedied until the merger of the highway and city street stacks. We report it, and we keep it moving.
Outlaws and outsiders. Some call me a renegade, the enemy. Throw your hands up if you feel the same. Oh, living life at the edge. Just say what you wanna say, or walk away. I'll stand tall when there's hell to pay. Ain't no power higher. We're the outlaws and outsiders. With a fearless heart and a taste for the other side. I was a crazy ass kid, all the shit I did, I'm amazed that I'm still alive. They thought I'd change with a little bit of age, but you know I never will. It takes too much time to walk a straight line. I don't have time to kill. Raise your fist up higher, you fighters. Outlaws and outsiders. Some call me a renegade, the enemy. Throw your hands up if you feel the same. Oh, living life at the edge. Just say what you wanna say. Walk away. I'll stand tall when there's hell to pay. Ain't no power higher. We're the outlaws and outsiders. Some call me a renegade, the enemy. Throw your hands up if you feel the same. Oh, living life at the edge. Just say what you wanna say. Walk away. I'll stand tall when there's hell to pay. Ain't no power higher. We're the outlaws and outsiders. Outlaws.
Our AI student driver has found itself back on Wilcrest. That's kind of impressive in its own right.
No, you ain't looking for a shout out or a spotlight. You're just happy to be here drinking cold beer, eating cheap seats on a Friday night, working a long week off. I sing plenty of songs about love gone right and love gone wrong, but this ain't that. This is for the people in the back. Yeah. For the boy in the back pew, headed back to the front lines in the morning. The mom rocking dad's rolling her work clothes. She ain't in it for the glory. The angels in the wings, trying to fly behind the scenes. I know where you're at. Yeah, tonight I'm singing loud for all them people in the back. Yeah, you know who you are. From way on up in the nosebleeds to the front row. Bet you everybody in this place has got an unsung hero. That's for damn sure, and they all deserve to have a good time. So everybody raise one high for the boy in the.
And we've got some corrected behavior. It seems our AI student driver has figured out that it needs to make the right turn here into this shopping center. That's good to see.
Back pew, headed back to the front lines in the morning. The mom
arrive at our destination. The only real complaint is that we did not exit off of I-10 via the Willcrest exit. Everything else was pretty spot on. Considering that this is the last take on the evening drive with this software, we're at about a 50% success rate with our major problem areas. Like I said previously, until we get the merger of the city streets and the highway stack, my assumption is that these problems may persist. But given enough time and data, Tesla will not only remedy these problems, the software is going to become better drivers than we could ever dream to be. In conclusion, it's been quite bloody in the stock market, not just for Tesla, but for everyone. Some would call this a rare opportunity to get Tesla on the cheap, especially with Elon expecting a breakthrough with FSD right around the corner. There's also a BYD Uber coalition. The Lucid Gravity seems to be on track and may get into consumers' hands by the end of the year. Ford seeing growing EV sales, but really seeing growth in the hybrid division. And our AI student driver FSD Supervised 12.5.1 is able to conduct the evening drive, but not without some mishaps. I mean, not being able to merge onto I-10 with the light, maybe moderate traffic at the time. That's not really a big deal. But not being able to exit off of I-10 via the Willcrest exit when it's pretty clear to do so, a little bit of a speed bump, if you will. Despite that, we've had some corrected behavior with our AI student driver. It actually was able to complete the last 100 feet this time. So we had some good mixed in with a little bit of bad, but all in all, an amazing drive that I did not have to do. It's hard to explain how the burden of driving has been lifted from my shoulders. All I do know is that I will be engaging the FSD software every chance I get. And in time, many Tesla owners will be doing the same. That's all I've got for you today. Be easy. Peace.